What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday, February 20th, 6 days till my birthday, so that's cool. Today I want to kind of piggyback a little bit off of yesterday's talk about changes in your life and how to deal with them. Today it's going to be more geared towards how I feel about traveling or moving to a new place. As it gets closer to May, which is when we're planning on moving to Colorado, I'm pretty excited about it, and it is bringing back a lot of good memories for me. I've lived in several different parts of the country. Originally, I was born in New Jersey, North Jersey, Morris County, if anyone is from Jersey and knows where that is. I know I have some friends on Facebook that are, friends from way back in the day when I was 9 years old. When I was 9 years old is when we moved to Raleigh, or Knightdale, North Carolina. I lived there for most of my life, probably until, I lived there. We lived in two different houses. The first one was in a neighborhood called Planters Walk. The other one was in a neighborhood called Princeton Manor. So I lived in those two houses, and then when I was 20, I moved to Pennsylvania with my uncle. That was in a real small town called Hawley, Pennsylvania, in the Poconos Mountains. That, to this day, is my favorite place that I've ever lived in my life. It was a small 2-story house with a real fireplace, a wood-burning stove. We had a backyard with a garage that it was a garage that's not connected to the house, that we didn't really use as a garage. My uncle repurposed it for a chicken coop and to breed rabbits. And there was a small pond right next to it. We had an apple tree. Deer used to come in our yard. There was a lake within walking distance of the house. I was allowed to cut as much wood as I wanted to. It was just the most peaceful mountain house that I could ever imagine, and I miss it greatly. Unfortunately, my uncle does not live in that house anymore. Then I moved back to Raleigh for a couple of years. Then in 2012, when I was 22, I got the opportunity to move to North Dakota to work in the oil field. I stayed up there for 3 years, 2 years of which I worked in a industrial wash bay for frac trucks, like big semis. The last year I worked in the field, doing environmental cleanups, and now I live in Wilmington, North Carolina, and hopefully in May we'll be moving to right outside of Denver, Colorado. So I just basically told you all that for some context as far as the places that I have lived. And I'm just really excited. I do not like Wilmington, North Carolina for several reasons. I think it's a crap town. There's way too many people in such a small space, so their traffic is real bad. I hate the heat. Like, the heat and humidity, I absolutely cannot stand. I'm a warm person by nature. Right now, it's not that warm, luckily. But during the summertime and for most of the year, it's like 95 with 100% humidity, and I'm just not down with that. We're right next to a college. So really, there's just a lot of college kids here and people that are retiring, so old people. And I'm not really a huge fan of the beach. I know people are going to freak out about me saying that, but, once you go to the beach, it's pretty much the same every single time. It's a beach. Like, so, I don't know. I'm really excited about moving to Colorado. There's a lot of outdoor things that I would much rather do there because the weather, you're not dying as soon as you walk outside and feel the heat. And they actually have 4 seasons up there, so I'm pretty stoked about that. It's an interesting change going from living, 10 minutes from the beach to being in a landlocked place, but I'm completely okay with that. Denver, I believe, is at around 6,000 feet elevation, so right there, the air is already healthier. and it will help you get in shape, which I know round is a shape, and I'm slightly round, so I'm doing okay. But yeah, basically, I'm just excited to see new things, do new things. I used to hike a lot when I was in high school and still involved in Boy Scouts, so I'm super excited to continue doing some hikes. My parents are already living out there, and they hike quite a bit, as much as they possibly can. Um, and I'm just excited to be moving to a new place. I've been to Colorado 2 times, maybe 3 times in the past, and just being out there, the weather is fantastic, the scenery is fantastic, the Red Rock formations, the mountains, like there's really nothing like it. And I think it's pretty important that you don't live in the same place your entire life, because you're not going to experience anything new. You know, it's moving for me is necessary for growth. If you live in the same place doing the same thing for 50 years, that's a boring life to me. A lot of people might like that, and that's fine. I'm not downing people for living in the same spot. It's just not for me. I'm also not one of those people who, it wants to travel constantly. I do like being at home and just hanging out, whatever. Eventually, I would like to travel to some other countries. I have yet to be outside of the country, so I'd love to go to like Italy and probably Thailand. I don't know. I have this fascination with like talking to Buddhist monks, since I've never met one, and I feel like I could get a lot of cool information out of talking to a Buddhist monk. So yeah, definitely somewhere in Southeast Asia. Definitely would like to go someday. So yeah, I have a lot of friends that have lived all over the place. I've got friends in North Dakota, Montana, Utah, California, New York, New Jersey, basically all over the country. And a lot of them have moved to several different places throughout the time that I've known them, and all of them are happy about moving to someplace new. I know a lot of times it can be super, what's the word I'm looking for? Not really frustrating, but it could be scary to move to a new place, especially if you've never done it before. But I promise you, it is an experience that I really do think is important for your life, for your personal growth, and for your happiness. If you're not happy in a place where you're at, find out where it is that you want to end up and take the steps to get there. So I kind of rambled on a bit in this video, but I'm super excited about my move. And yeah, I just hope that me sharing this with you guys will, allow you to think about, okay, where would I want to go? Where would I want to move to? And it will provide you with some strength as far as dealing with that move, and make it a little bit less scary for you. I appreciate everybody watching. Like and subscribe, like the Facebook page, Mark's Remarks, and follow me on Instagram at I Lose the Game. I appreciate everyone watching. Have a great day.